Hey Tim, I'm Katie.
Hello.
I'm going to interview you today about being a football coach.
Okay.
So you are a football coach at Bristol Eastern High School, correct?
Correct.
And you coach the freshmen?
I do coach the freshmen.
Okay. Now you used to coach varsity.
Correct.
How many years ago was that?
I did it for 10 years.
10 years you started?
Yeah.
Okay. Now why did you switch to freshman versus varsity?
Time commitment for my family. It was a lot easier to coach freshmen and have more time for my family. And then I also like the teaching component that comes with freshmen. Less than the varsity is more play calling, etc. And
Okay.
Freshmen, we get to kind of teach the game.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Now, you coach at Bristol Eastern High School, correct? But
Correct.
You teach at Bristol Central. Is that weird for you because you're rivals, or?
You don't talk much about it when I'm at school.
Okay.
And, one time a year we play each other.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of fun, actually, with the kids.
Okay.
They want to beat me real bad. And I want to have the ability to talk a little trash in school the next day. So it's a pretty competitive game.
Then you bring home the bell, or?
We try.
Not this year, probably not.
Probably not.
And your final game is normally around Thanksgiving time?
Yep.
All right. So, what's your take on concussions?
It's definitely a real problem. We've taken a lot of precautions now. We limit the amount of hitting in a week for practice.
Oh, really?
Players can only play 6 quarters a week now in terms of both games, varsity, JV, freshman. So throughout the year, they lower the amount of time you can hit every week. So by the end of the season, you're actually not hitting in practice at all.
Oh, wow.
So they've done a lot of things with concussion protocols, etc.
Okay.
So definitely, it's a problem.
Yeah.
I think we are a little bit overcautious as a society because everything that's coming out. But
Sure.
definitely understand the worries.
Okay. Now, is there a way you could teach the kids how to hit to prevent concussions
we
all? Or
We start every practice with a drill called form tackle.
okay.
So every day we teach to tackle with our shoulders and not our head
Okay.
with the proper technique so kids don't get injured. And we generally don't put kids into play until we know they can tackle the proper way without the possibility of getting injured.
Okay. Interesting. Now, if a player does get a concussion, is there a protocol to follow up after? Or
it's any incident now a player comes to the sideline and we think he got hit in the head, he has to see the trainer.
okay.
If we determine that he may have a concussion, they take something called the baseline test.
Okay.
It's a computer-based test, and they have to pass that. They get cleared by orthopedic surgeon that we have working for our team. So there's a lot of things. You can't just go back in the game like the old school days.
They take it very seriously.
Yes, they do.
Wow. And what's your take on, because we have a 3-year-old son, what's your take on allowing him to play football, and at what age do you think it's appropriate?
We have this conversation as coaches a lot. We probably want to, actually, I would say as myself and most of my coaching staff said, we would not have our kid play football until they got to high school. I don't think their body is developed enough.
Okay.
Not saying that the younger coaches don't teach the proper technique.
Okay.
I think kids are not body aware and they don't have the mobility to understand how to really do it. So I would rather not have my son play until he was in high school. Plus, I think I know what his body should look like when he gets to high school, so he's safe to play.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate all of your comments. And
all right. Have a good evening.
You too.